I have built my faith in a way that I decided to take a trip. If you don't know, I got on my bicycle and left Johnstown, Ohio, went to New York, down to Naples, Florida. I'm near Tuscaloosa, Alabama. I've rode 3,000 miles so far. I left with pretty much no money. I'm going all the way to San Francisco. God shows up on a daily basis. Now you might think, well, what do you mean God shows up on a daily basis? Does he appear? Does he come out of the middle of nowhere and appear? No. He works through people. He's not, he doesn't just show up and take this certain form where you can physically see him, but there is no doubt in my mind that the things that have happened are nowhere close to being chance because it doesn't exist. But I'm telling you, because it's not like I'm some radical person. It's not like I was, like born with this gift to believe. No, I just wanted more, and I'm saying this because I want you to understand that this is something we should all be very, very serious about, because life is a very serious thing. Now, if you can sit there and tell me that you honestly believe there is no God, that some miraculous way, which would have to be more, I can't say that because that ain't possible, but it would be crazier to think that there was no God and that somehow we just appeared on this earth. And see, the thing is, I don't know if you guys think this way, but this is why I came to find Christ, because I think about things in the logical way. Now you say, well, what do you mean, Mike? And I'm going to tell you. Let's just take life, for example, okay? Let's just take life, human beings, animals, and let's just take anything on earth that we call nature. And this Dr. Pepper. Don't you realize that everything that is pure, everything that is just the closest things and the things that are perfection are things that are natural? And you're like, well, what do you mean? And I'm going to tell you. Let's just take our bodies, for example. You may just sit there and not think about this at all, or maybe you even got some scientific views or whatever your thoughts are, but the truth is, we have a body that is made up of organs. We have the 5 senses: feel, smell, hear, see, and taste. And is that not crazy to think about the way the body works, and that I can sit here right now and take a knife and cut myself and I will bleed. And even if I do not do anything, I will eventually, if I don't bleed to death, I will heal myself. My body has whatever inside of it that just perfectly heals itself. I have organs in myself. I've got a heart right now that is beating every second for the rest of my life. For the last 24 years, it's been pumping blood through my body, and the blood is so perfect that it makes my body live, and I got veins, and I can make my fingers move, and just all this stuff, and that alone right there was enough to me to think, well, there's got to be more. There has to be. And then you think more. You go deeper. I go deeper and I say, well, what about the trees? What about the sun? And they say the sun is at the perfect distance away from the earth. If it was any closer, it would burn us. Any farther away, we would freeze to death. But no, it stays perfect place. The earth rotates around and around and around and around in this perfect place where it creates gravity that keeps all these people and things on the earth. It's so perfectly developed. There's clouds. They move around and shift. and they create day and night, day and night, day and night, and you just sit here and you think, oh, well, here's how that's explained. A scientist did this study and they said, well, that's just the Big Bang. It was what? A Big Bang? Yeah, like this, two molecules came together and boom. And you're like, what are you even talking about? The Big Bang? In space, in stars. And do you understand that our galaxy is one of millions, if not trillions? Space goes on forever. You have no idea what's out there. And our galaxy with our planets, our stars, and everything is like this big. And there are just billions of other things out there in this Earth or galaxy or world, space. Space is what I was saying. And I just think like this because I don't know. I was made to have this mindset, and I feel like it is for a purpose. And then, so what about the trees and how they grow from the sun and they get these leaves, and every year the leaves fall off and rain goes and it grows and it is just perfection. And don't you understand, like, that the cleanest water that we can find comes from the earth naturally. There are natural springs. God gives us crops that grow from the ground for food. He gives us animals that we can kill and hunt for food to eat. Everything comes from the earth. There is absolutely nothing in the world that is man-made. The only things are things that humans take and put together, but that doesn't mean they created anything. All that means is that they took something over here, and they thought, let's put this together and see what it does. I mean, come on, people. There's no doubt. I mean, there is no way that the odds are in favor of this place that we live on being a chance. Like, so then, that's just, I'm just saying that because that's my mindset, and that's what brought me to this book, which I've read maybe 50 pages of it, and 50 pages of 1,000 is nothing. But I'm telling you this because God has shown me through prayer and experiences that He is in control. I don't know if you know that, but this light over here just turned off and it just turned back on. Whatever's going on there, all I gotta say is praise the Lord. Here's another thing. You gotta be careful because I just want to talk about life, okay? Here's the problem.